Yesterday we discussed about the sedimentation. So that is the process of the settling of the sediment and the suspended solid at the bottom of the tank. And today we are going to discuss this topic continue. Okay. So sedimentation, it is simply you can say the process next to the aeration, where the aeration, where the oxygen is evolved into that water and the bad gases like CO2 and H2S they are going to remove from that water. So in sedimentation, it is a process where the suspended particle and the sediment are allowed to settle at the bottom of the tank by through the gravity force. Okay, it is a simple process where the flow of the water is retarded and water is stable or allowed to settle for 4 to 6 hours within that tank. That tank is called as sedimentation tank. Okay, so and basically this sedimentation basin is of two types, that is type 1 settling and type 2 settling. So type 1 settling, that is you can say the settling without chemical, without coagulant, and that is you can say the plain sedimentation and settling 1. Second type, that is settling 2, that is sedimentation with coagulation, where we are going to add chemical and after that the flocculation and clarification that process. Okay, so this the first topic, it is nothing but a plain sedimentation where without chemical we're going to allow that water settle down at the bottom of the tank. Okay, so sedimentation you can define. Sedimentation is the water treatment process during which water has little or no movement and the suspended solid sink to the bottom under the force of gravity from a sediment, and this process is called as sedimentation. In this process of sedimentation, the inorganic impurities are removed and the water is kept ready for the further process before it is used for the drinking purpose. So for the process, like you can say coagulation, flocculation, clarification, then filtration, fluoridation, disinfection. Okay, so these all process that carried out after the plain sedimentation. Okay, the sedimentation tanks are designed for giving the total rest or partial rest to the flowing water, and that tanks are utilized for the process of sedimentation. Okay. As the water is allowed to settle down, the heavy inorganic material also settle down on the bed of the tank, and the remaining lighter impurities are removed from the top of the tank. So during this process, sedimentation, almost 60% of solid remove this tank and 75% of bacterial impurities are removed in this tank. So almost 50% of load of that plant or water that going to be removed at the plain sedimentation. Okay, where the suspended solid and bacterial load or bacterial impurities that going to be removed there. Okay, so what is the purpose of sedimentation? To remove the coarse dispersed phase, to remove the coagulated and flocculated impurities, to remove precipitated impurities after chemical treatment, to settle the sludge biomass after activated sludge process and trickling filter. Okay, so sedimentation tank you can use where anywhere, that is first before the coagulation, that you can use type 1 settling. After the coagulation flocculation you can use tank, that is again same. Again if you are going to use that after the activated sludge process, so that tank is used for the purpose of to settle the sludge biomass which digested and at the activated sludge process and the trickling filter. Okay, so these are the various purpose of the sedimentation. Okay, so then what is the principle of sedimentation? So the basic principle of sedimentation is that the water is allowed or you can say whatever that suspended solid which present in water having specific gravity more than 2.65 and they are allowed to settle down through gravity at the basin of the sedimentation tank by retarding the flow of water. That is what the basic principle of sedimentation. So the suspended solid present in water having specific gravity greater than that of water tend to settle down by gravity as soon as the turbulence is retarded by offering storage. Okay, that means we have to store the water and we have to retard the turbulence, and so that suspended solid having specific gravity more, they are going to easily settle down at the bottom of the tank by gravity. Inorganic suspended solid having specific gravity of about 2.6 for you, and organic suspended solid having specific gravity of 1.0. Okay. The particles having specific gravity about 1.20 are settled down at the bottom of tank, but it is difficult to cause the settlement of lighter particles. Okay, so that means whose particles or who that suspended solid having very less specific gravity, that suspended solid or that lighter particle are that not easily settle down at the bottom of the tank. Those particles settle down whose specific gravity are more, you can say 2.65 or in between that. Okay, so those particle organic matter which having the very less specific gravity, that suspended solid are not easily settle down at the bottom of the tank. So this phenomenon of settling down of particles at the bottom of the sedimentation basin is known as hydraulic subsidence. Okay, and every particle has its own hydraulic settling value which will cause its hydraulic subsidence. Okay, so basin in which the flow is retarded is called as sedimentation basin. So that tank which you utilize for the this process, sedimentation process, that tank is called as sedimentation tank. Okay, so basin in which the flow is retarded, that basin is called as sedimentation basin or a settling basin or a settling tank or a sedimentation tank. The theoretical average time for which the water is detained in the settling tank is called as detention period. Okay, so for the particular period water is stored into the tank, and that time average time which required to settle down that particle at the bottom of the tank, and that period or that time is called as detention period or detention time. Okay, so detention period or detention time, it is the time which required for the settlement of that particle at the bottom of the tank. Okay, so this is what the principle of suspended solid or principle of the process of sedimentation. Okay, where the water is stored into the tank and suspended solid allowed to settle at the bottom of the tank by the gravity. Okay. So on that principle, this process, sedimentation process is work. So next, types of sedimentation. So we already discussed the types of sedimentation. Basically two types of sedimentation. The first one is a plain sedimentation and second one is the sedimentation with coagulation. So you also can say the settling one, and type 1 is the settling one, and type 2, that is settling 2. Okay, so type 1 it is without addition of coagulant or chemical, and type 2 settling, that is called as with addition of chemicals like alum and lime. Okay, and other different chemicals also you can add for that process. Okay, so plain sedimentation, it is the first type. So it is the process of settling down of solid and impurities in the water to the bottom of sedimentation basin by the natural gravity force alone. No chemical is added. Okay, so in this process of plain sedimentation, no any chemical, no any addition of chemical, just only water is allowed to settle down by the natural gravity force. Okay, and for a particular period of time, that is detention period, that suspended solid or that impurities that going to be settled down at the bottom of the tank by the natural gravity force. Okay. So this method is very cheaper and mostly used in all filtration and purification system of water. Okay, so this process, that is plain sedimentation process, is the method which is used in all filtration process and all purification system of water. So coagulation, percolation, and also you can say the after the settling of water after the activated sludge process and the filtration process. So this water plain sedimentation. Next, what are the advantages of sedimentation? So that means why we're going to add the, or why we're going to using the plain sedimentation. Okay, so this plain sedimentation having various advantages. So what are the advantages of plain sedimentation? So first thing is, in this process the load is reduced, so the further process it needs less time and less energy. Okay, so that means this process, plain sedimentation process, which remove up to 60 to 70% of the suspended solid and almost 70% of the bacteria. So further process like coagulation, percolation, filtration, that process which required the less time and less energy. Okay, So that is the first advantage. In this process the load is reduced, so the further process it needs less time and less energy. Next, after this process less variable quality of water is made available, okay, because in this process, plain sedimentation process, we retarded the flow of water, we store the water in that particular tank for 6 to 8 hours, and so that whatever the outlet or whatever the effluent which come from this tank, plain sedimentation tank, which is less variable, okay, because that सपोज तुमच्या ज्या वॉटरमध्ये जर टर्बिटी असेल तर आपण 6 आवर्ससाठी जर त्या ठिकाणी ठेवलं तर ऑब्विसली त्याचा कलर आहे तो चेंज होणार आहे, ओडर असेल तो निघून जाईल, आणि यू गेट द लेस व्हेरिएबल क्वालिटी ऑफ वॉटर ॲट द एंड ऑफ दिस टँक और आफ्टर दिस प्रोसेस. So that is what the second advantage of this sedimentation process. After this process, you get the less variable quality of water made available, and that is very essential for the further treatment. Next, the clearing cost of the coagulation basis is reduced. Okay, so here is we're going to remove up to 60% of solid. So whatever that uh, chemical cost which required for the further treatment, that going to be reduced here. Okay, so the clearing cost of coagulation basis is reduced. Next, there is not loss of chemical with the sludge, as we are going to remove 60% of solid before the coagulation and addition of chemical. Okay, so that 50% of solid you are going to remove before the addition of chemical, so that vestige of chemical or loss of chemical that going to be reduced here. Okay, and obviously if you are going to reduce chemical use of chemical, then you are going to reduce the cost of that process, coagulation flocculation process. So that is what, there is not a loss of chemical with the sludge, and that going to be save the cost of coagulation process. Next, for the further process, the less quantity of chemical are required, so it reduces the cost of treatment. Yes, so obviously, if the 50% of sludge is removed before the coagulation process, and after that we require the less quantity of chemical, okay, and obviously if the quantity of chemical is going to be reduced, it reduces the cost of the treatment. So these are the various advantages of the plain sedimentation process. Okay, so in this process the load is reduced, so it requires the less energy and less time for the further process. Next, this process which gives the less variable quality of water at the end, okay, the clearing cost of coagulation is reduced, there is not loss of chemical with the sludge, and the less quantity of chemical which reduce the cost of the treatment.